I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm sounding off. I'm sorry.
Sounds as if you need to.
Yes. It's a constant battle, isn't it?
It is. And some of us are sadly leaving the fight at the end of this year.
We're going to miss you.
Well, I really came to remind you that I'm on the course tomorrow, and I was checking that Mr. Scott had arranged cover. See, he's on a course today.
Yes. It'll be all right. Miss Jordan can do it.
I didn't think she worked Thursdays.
No, she's not supposed to, but she's agreed to cover until we get the second supply teacher organised.
Really? Oh, well, that's all right then.
Where exactly were you, Joe?
I don't know, here I think.
Brian? And then Jessica snatched Joe's hat, yes?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't see this is getting us any nearer the truth.
Well, hold on. Now, everybody crowd round as if getting the hat. Are you sure that those were your positions?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where exactly is this leading?
You can all sit down. Jessica thinks that she was grabbed by somebody who was standing behind her.
Now what?
Can you put your arm in the air again as if holding the hat? All right, you can go.
So crime was UK? Yeah. How can they take one girl's word against all of ours?
Exactly, as long as you made
No,
out.
she was lying, just trying to get something from us.
You think he's got a point, don't you?
Well, no one can actually verify Jessica's story.
Which doesn't mean it didn't happen.
No. Still, at least we've narrowed the suspects down now.
Oh, you mean your reconstruction? Personally, I thought it was an absolute waste of time and potentially very divisive. So how's it been today?
Okay.
No bother from anyone? Jessica?
You know, I think I'll just never forget it's all happened. I can't believe the house at school. They're here, home. I wish I'd never said anything. Nobody believes me anyway.
No, that's not true.
Could it have been an accident?
Well, I'm afraid you're the only one that can answer that, Jessica. Look, you know sometimes when you're on the subway, you get some creep brushing up against you when it's crowded. And to everyone else, everything may seem normal. It's just a busy train with a lot of people packed together. But if you're the one being brushed up against, you know when it's a creep, and you know when it's an accident.
How do you do something like that?
Noisily. You say, would you please stop brushing up against me, creep?
It wasn't an accident.
Right. Well, then you've got to be prepared to get noisy.
If I don't know who it was.
I know. And that's a problem because I don't think anyone's going to admit to it, Jessica.
Well, that's why I think it's best to leave it.
I'm not so sure. I'll tell you what, why don't we discuss it with the rest of the girls in the drama group? Maybe we can get noisy together.
So, what about Animal Man? Are you going round to Ennis tonight or what?
Oh, yeah, I've been off the hook.
Where have you?
Ollie, your sister's looking for you. You're in big trouble.
Well? Another time, Sam. I've got to go.
Thanks.
You're right. I've handled this whole inquiry very badly. I'm sorry.
Well, it's difficult to know how best to deal with something like this. I'm sorry, too.
Did you think any more about tonight?
Yeah, I'd love to come back. It's just my work. It's not a put-off.
Excuse me.
What were you saying about being more discreet?
Oh, blow it. Let's go. I'll do my research tomorrow. I don't work Thursdays anyway. Hang on, I'll get the mirror. Like it?
It's brilliant. I can't wait to see Richard's face tomorrow.
You don't like it, do you?
It's,
You don't?
it's nice.
You hate it.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, well, I don't care what you think anyway. I did it for me.
Yes.
I haven't managed to locate Miss Jordan yet. I don't think she was planning to come in today.
Well, have you tried Mr. Scott?
On a course?
Well, Miss Jordan is supposed to be covering for Mrs. Munro. Have you tried her at home?
There's no reply.
Well, keep trying, will you?
Yes, Mrs. Keele.
Excuse me, who's meant to be taking Year 7 in K1? Only there's a riot in there at the moment, and I'm trying to teach next door.
It's under control, thank you, Mr. Parrott.
Well, I'm glad something is. You just arrived? Not like you to be late, Mrs. Keele.
I suggest you return to your classroom, Mr. Parrott. Otherwise, we'll have 2 riots on our hands. That's better.
Mrs. Parry's here to go over the truancy figures with you, Mrs. Keele. Mrs. Keele?
Right. I'm going to have to trust you to get on with your work while I get on with mine. I'll set you an essay.
See this? It's money what?
Who is that? Well,
Miss, are you a hippie or something? It's from the 60s, isn't it? Magical mystery tour.
no, actually. Who's doing that? Is it a watch? Who's wearing a watch? I don't want to hear it go off again. Do you hear me? Now get on with your work.
Let's have a look at it.
Right, that's it.
9:41 a.m. Morning.
Well, is that or is that not your watch?
Yes, miss, but
No buts. Give it to me, please.
I didn't press it.
I said, give it to me. I don't want to discuss it.
It's not fair.
I don't intend to ask you again. Now, give me the watch now.
It's mine.
How dare you behave like this? I will not have this sort of behaviour at Grange. Now, get out!
I didn't even press it. She showed me it. I pressed it by accident.
Out!
You've got my watch. What more do you want?
Get out of this classroom now!
No, it's not fair.